As a mother, you're supposed to be able to protect your children. And it happened twice.
Steven was our babysitter. It always has been like that. Always the babysitter. He's like our brother. He was our brother. He's our best friend.
My daughter, he said, Uncle Steven touched me. She said she was visiting her dad at Steven's. She was changing her clothes to put her pajamas on.
When I found out about the whole incident with Rachel's daughter, it opened up a whole new book for me. If he can do it to her, who's to say he didn't do mine? I'm petrified. I confronted Steven and I told him, he knows I'm a polygraph girl. He knows I know a guy. I offered it to him 3 separate occasions. First time, he got a flat tire, I understand. Second time, I couldn't get a hold of him. The third time, I got a hold of him and said, bro, come on, let's get this done. He told me he didn't have to prove to anyone. I said, yes, you do. You have to prove it to me and Rachel. You have to prove it to Vinny, Matt, all of us. You've been around our children.
Another incident happened. This time it was just over the clothes. And as soon as she told me, we went to the police station. My daughter chose him out of a picture and they never caught up with them. After the incident, I'm still dealing with the nightmares, the bedwetting, the rages, the fits. She wakes up crying, screaming, Steven, stop. She won't let me hug her like she used to.
Out of the blue, we get a phone call. It's from you guys about Steven. Why are we here? Why couldn't we have settled this there? Why are we here? Why do we have to come to this? Do you need to tell us something? Do you need something to get out? Are you scared we're gonna hurt you? We're not. We wanna know. We wanna know what we're gonna have to deal with because our children are forever changed.
I want him to know that he's ruined my daughter's life. The prosecuting attorney dropped the case due to lack of evidence because they can't find him, they can't get hold, they can't track him down. My daughter told me that what happened to her, and that it's never gonna get taken care of. She just wants it not to happen to anybody else.
Steven, you're here because you're accused of molesting Rachel's daughter.
Yes, Steve.
Right. And you've known Rachel a long time, right?
Yes, Steve, since high school.
Since high school?
Yes.
Did you molest her daughter?
No, Steve, I didn't. I believe these accusations are lies because nobody, like they said in the video, no evidence. I have talked to the detectives. They contacted me. I've been down to the office. I've even asked if we could do a polygraph test there. They said it's no need. I said, why not? He said, the detective said, because there's inconsistencies in their stories. The detective got everybody's testimony, and while this was going on, the father of the child and I, we didn't talk for 4 or 5 months, and him and I have been friends since middle school. And when the detective told the father that he didn't think it was me because he found the inconsistencies in their stories, so the detectives dropped it. The state picked it up, they saw the same thing, so they dropped it.
Now, Rachel's saying that you didn't go down and cooperate with the police, though.
Rachel was never there when I went down to talk to the police. They called us down at separate times.
But she's saying that the police told her they couldn't contact you, you never came down and cooperated, so they closed it for now because they weren't able to make contact with you. Is that true?
No, that's not true. I contacted the police and they contacted me.
And now your other financial says, hey, she set up 3 lie detector exams and you didn't show up for any of them.
That's a lie, Steve, because she never contacted me directly. She never contacted anybody in my family.
But did she ever tell you, hey, I got this set up?
No, she never did tell me that she had it set up.
So you never knew that you were going to take a lie detector test?
No.
Would you have taken one?
I would have gone down there in a heartbeat.
Now, she said the one time you said that you had a flat tire.
No. The one time that I had a flat tire, I was on my way to work. I was late to work because of the flat tire. I didn't know anything about a polygraph.
Aren't you a little worried that this isn't, you know, a lot of times we do those molestation, the child's very small. This is an older child that can completely verbalize what's going on and even have emotions.
No, I've never done anything to a child, not this
Why do you
child,
think
not
that she
any
would
child.
write? Why do you think she would write something like that?
Because
Not very often kids pick out grown men out of the hat and say, he had sex with me.
Because the father of the child, my friend, he had a falling out with his ex-wife and his family, and they tried to hurt him. They couldn't.
So they're
now
picking on
trying
you?
Now they're trying to hurt the people that are close to him.
I mean, that would be pretty evil, right?
Yes. And I think
Like, they can't
is.
get to the ex-husband, so
No.
let's start smearing his friend's name.
And they love drama. This whole family loves drama.
Why do you
They
stay
feed
friends
on
with them?
drama.
Why do you stay friends with them?
I'm not friends with him any. The only one I'm friends with is the child's father because he believes I didn't.
So you're not friends with Rachel
No.
anymore? And that's because of these accusations?
Yes.
And what about this Angela?
Angela, I've known her since high school too. Now, as far as her kids go, no. I've never babysat her kids. Anytime she went out, I was either on my way to work or on my way somewhere else.
So she's really not sure if you molested her children.
She's not sure at all.
She's concerned because of the claims that Rachel's bringing up.
Correct.
And you didn't molest Rachel's?
No.
Because the way you almost worded that, it was kind of funny. Like, well, I didn't do Angela's kids.
I didn't molest any kid. Not Angela's, not Rachel's, nobody's kids.
Nobody ever, right? You don't have any ever arrested for any kind of child crimes?
No, sir.
Never?
No.
Angela says you lived with her for 2 years?
I did.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could see her concern, right? If somebody's making these accusations. Now, you believe that maybe Rachel coached her daughter to say this?
Yes.
Because she's mad at her ex.
If she's mad at her ex,
And she can't get to her ex.
No.
Why wouldn't she just have her daughter say the ex did it?
Because they know how he is about his kids. He protects his kids. He will do anything for his kids. They know that he won't hurt his kids or do anything like that.
And you're here today because you took a lie detector test.
Yes.
Now, the police cleared you, right? This is your story, right?
Yes, sir.
Police cleared you. Hey, you're good to go. Have a nice day.
Correct.
Why are you here?
Because they keep going around telling people that I've done this. Some of my family have kind of disowned me. They don't want nothing to do with me.
Why? Because they think you did it?
They do, because they're believing these lies. Some of my friends.
Why would your family believe that, though?
I don't know.
Who tells a child to make? Who makes up something to tell a child? Why would I banter your name like that? My daughter screams at night.
You're filling her head full of lies.
I'm talking. They didn't tell you to talk.
Lies.
They told me to talk. We left that bedroom and went to the police station. I have police reports. I have detective names. I took my daughter to CPC.
How come the police didn't lock him up?
They couldn't find him because anytime someone goes and
Whatever.
knocks on
I
his
went
door,
down
he
and
runs
talked
out the
to
back
him
door.
myself.
He's went to Oklahoma,
runs out the back
to
door?
Nebraska. However he gets out of the house from when the police knock on the door. You were a cop. When someone knocks on the door and they're hiding, what's the first thing they do?
I was smart, though. I always told my partner to go to the back door.
Okay, you gotta be pretty damn stupid to try to run out of the back door when you got cops around the whole house.
You hid.
There were cops.
You hid,
There were
otherwise they
cops.
would've
There were
found you.
cops at the
You
front door,
hid,
the back
otherwise
door, all
they
around the
told
house.
me that
How
they
was I supposed to
couldn't
run?
find you.
Your ex
They-
is named Matthew, right?
Matthew, yes, sir.
Let's hear from Matthew.
Just wanted to let you know that, first off, I'm a huge fan, and I appreciate all that you do for everybody, and I really want you to do the same thing for my daughter. I want to start off by saying that in the beginning, I believed my daughter in every word she said. But after listening to the detectives and hearing that my daughter's story did not match with what she said in the beginning, I just want to go on record by saying I believe Stephen, and I have no choice with what I've heard from the detective himself, and that I just want the truth to come out, not just for Stephen to get this jacket off, because we all know that once you're labeled a child toucher or a chomo, so to speak, it's hard to get that jacket off. But most of all, I want to get this out in the open for my daughter.
But I'm curious, he fails 3 times, and then the last time you believe it?
No, because he passed it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but the first few times
These were
he
different
failed.
occasions.
No, these were different occasions
Oh.
that had happened. It wasn't all in one
so he
set.
only cheated
This
the one time.
Right.
When we were like 7 years,
There's different occasions.
10 years,
Okay.
12 years, 14 years, he finally passed. Hey!
So she just told me that she talked to the detectives. The detectives know they're going to wait for these results.
Yep.
You yourself said
I'll turn myself
so
in.
I can send one of my guys with you, camera guy. We can film you going and
Sure.
turn yourself in.
Yeah.
You raise your right hand. Swear.
Swear.
Rachel took a lie detector test because you've been accused by Stephen of fabricating this whole story.
Yes, sir.
And we asked you, did you fabricate the story that Stephen sexually molested your daughter? You answered no. We asked you, did you coach your daughter to say that Stephen sexually molested her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Rachel told the truth. Stephen came here because he's saying even though according to him, the police have cleared him, investigation closed, but he's tired because by you making these accusations, his friends, his own family believe that maybe he's involved with molesting these children. So we asked him, have you ever had any physical contact with either of Angela's daughters for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. He told the truth. Did you ever make physical contact with Rachel's daughter for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. And to that question, he did not tell the truth.
Hold up.
I told you,
Hold
bitch!
up.
You
No,
bitch!
wait a minute. Hold up. No.
I told you!
I did not. No, hold up. No. Wait a minute. Normally.
You breathe 8 breaths a minute?
No. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't even know.
Okay,
what
let
you
me
mean
explain
right
it to you. That's one.
Right.
You only do
I get
8
that. I
in a
get
minute.
that. I mean, I know, but I was just breathing regular.
I bet you $1 million. If we went to whatever computer you have at home, and I bet you a little browser history there, how to beat a lie detector test.
No, I've never Googled it.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Stephen lied. He just failed that lie detector test.
He
Matthew,
just lied, Matt. It's Angela.
it's on TV.
It's on
Do you
TV.
want
He
to talk to the
lied.
producer?
No.
You should have believed your daughter since day one, Matthew. My baby cries at night. Stephen, stop. My baby has been through everything, and you did not believe her.
No, I didn't. It's not that I didn't believe.
I watched your tape. Matthew, I watched your tape.
We watched the tape.
Matthew.
And you said, and you said
Well, the
that
truth
There it
is known. The truth is known. Your best friend touched your daughter. Your best.
I still want to clear my name, but I'm not turning myself in. I do plan on going to the local police and paying for a polygraph test. I just did everything that they told me to do. And they're treating me like I tried to fool the lie detector test, and I didn't try to fool anything. I don't even know where to begin on how to fool a lie detector test. I'm pissed off. I'm hurt more than anything.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help.